Absolutely. Here's a gritty, Abercrombie-style story built around your quote, dark, sharp, and laced with blood, betrayal, and bleak humour. The oath beneath the dirt. The fire sputtered, barely more than a breath of light in the cold trench. Rain hissed as it hit steel and stone. 3 men huddled around the flame, if you could still call them men. Garrick the Scarred chewed on a strip of jerky so hard it might have been leather. Half his face was a melted ruin, courtesy of Black Powder Tom and a mishandled barrel of boom. Garrick never smiled, but his eyes twitched like they remembered how. To his left sat Slim Jory, who wasn't slim anymore, not since they'd eaten horse for 2 weeks straight in the siege of High Spire. Jory kept a black book with no title, said it was full of lessons. Others said it was blank, still no one dared touch it. And across from them, leaning back like the world owed him a chair, sat Captain Thornvell. He looked like a man carved from regret and old sword hilts. His cloak was frayed, his boots worse, but his voice still carried command. Jory opened his book and read aloud. A man can have anything if he's willing to sacrifice. With your birth comes a solemn vow. You will have nothing. Your privilege is the dirt. In the darkness, only ambition will guide you. The oaths you swear, the promises you make, they are yours alone. Your freedom, the war you rage, your birthright is the loss you took, and when darkness finds you, you will face it alone. The fire crackled, no one spoke. Then Garrick spat. Sounds like something a bastard says before sending you to die. Sounds like truth, Thorn muttered. Jory smirked, flipping the book shut. Truth don't matter, not when you're knee-deep in blood and your best mate's screaming with his guts out. Thorn reached into his coat and pulled out a dagger, black iron, chipped along the edge. That's why we write our truths in steel. A silence fell over them again, thick as the mud. Outside the trench, thunder rolled. The enemy would come before dawn. Another war, another promise, another loss. But down in the dirt, 3 broken men read their gospel by firelight, one carved in pain, one scribbled in shadow, one etched in the blade. And when the darkness came, they would face it, alone but not afraid.